All right, let's do this one. Found this cheeky game on the ladder. No one's streaming right now. I saw it on there and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fire game. It always is between these two. It's like the ultimate defense Chargot, aka Osteo, versus the ultimate offense, aka Robot. Playing as his main in the north of the map, the Spanish. One of my favorite civs at the moment, probably my main civ at the moment. I seem to be doing really well. I'm trying to do a road to 2k elo. For anyone who doesn't know, 2000 elo is kind of like top 20, if not higher. No, maybe it's about top 20, top 25. I'm currently around 1940, 1930 elo. So I really want to get into that real top boys. Once you get into the 2k elo, you're part of an elite club. So I've got to prove myself and get a part of that elite club. I've done it once before, but I haven't been 2k elo for about a year. So I need to get back in there. Robot, on the other hand, definitely no stranger to being a part of this elite club. Definitely been higher than 2k elo plenty of times. Been in the top 10 plenty of times. One of my favorite players to watch. Good friend of mine as well. We always have good games. Mr. Robot. Let's have a look at his deck. Oh, his deck name's Japan. Not one I've seen that often, actually. I wonder why he's picked the Japan. Maybe like Sweden have that element to Japan, like they have shrines, whilst Sweden have torps. So maybe that's the design behind it. Starting with 3 settlers. I imagine he's gone for the TP start, so I think we will see capitalism following very shortly behind. Does have town militia. Interesting. No water cards, though, and that could be... I mean, this is Sweden we're talking about, so I doubt we'll see any water, but, you know, you never know. You know, any civ can do water. You know, any civ can do water, and if you don't catch it, and you don't have any cards in your deck against water, you know, it's trouble. And Spain, who gets shipments very quickly, you know, they can ship 1 frigate and then 3 caravels if they want both of those cards in age 3. So that, you know, they have a strong option. Sweden have a strong option, although they're not necessarily a civilization that goes water heavily themselves very much. They can defend water quite hard. You know, they have their age up outpost from age 2. They can put near the shoreline. You know, all that sort of stuff. They get early 2 falconets out. So yeah, that could be a problem, not having water cards in your deck, particularly frigates and caravels, just for the defense. 15 village up. Considering he's gone starting TP here, gone for capitalism build as well. AJ, what was it, 2 minutes 45? He's going to be really happy with that. You can do a 16 village up in this match, but getting the 15 village up with 0 delay is really nice. You do have the option of going for getting some yaks and eating some yaks on this map, so maybe that's what he did, and we missed a couple of yaks getting eaten. But yeah, really, really nice, really, really strong start. He has actually picked up a lot of yaks there, and that's probably the benefit of having a dog in this matchup, so you can kind of use that as a scout to pick them up. But there is still a couple on the map that he hasn't picked. Going to be picking up 70 coin there. He's going to be pretty happy with that. So pretty standard robot build right now. Let's have a look at Osteo, see what he's going to be doing. So yeah, pretty standard Sweden build right now. Putting everyone on wood. Going to be building torps, I imagine. Eating those yaks. Let's have a look at his deck. Oh, wow. Actually... Oh, he hasn't even shipped 3 vills. Yeah, he's aged up with 13 vills. So he's gone schooners. And we see a dock going down. I always jinx myself. I always say, here's me trying to be an experienced caster for you guys to give you the lowdown on things. And saying Sweden doesn't go water very much. But here you have it. I did say that any civ can go water. But for Sweden to go water, they don't benefit very much from going water. And obviously, they're a very wood-heavy civ because a lot of their eco comes from torps. So, not using that wood for torps eco, but using it for water eco, it's kind of, yeah, I don't really know if I agree with that, or if that's particularly good. It will be good if he gets away with it. That's the question, because torps can be sieged down a lot easier than boats can be killed. Particularly if your opponent in this matchup, like Robot, hasn't got any frigates in his deck. So, outpost going down. Unfortunately, though, he hasn't put the outpost near the water. That could be detrimental in this game, because obviously an outpost is a really good defensive position on the water, and it really helps take map control on the water and denies any caravels trying to take it down very easily. It will obviously give a lot of line of sight on the water as well. But he didn't decided not to do that. Robot decided to put it at the side of the map. Dog going to be chasing Lorenz Lange there. So it looks like he could take that down. Dogs are quicker. So he's going to be close, actually. No, yeah. The dog's going to kill him. Very nice. Dog doing 18, nearly 20 damage. Holy crap. Obviously, dog's shadow tech. And dogs are, believe it or not, dogs are regarded as one of the best units in the game, cost efficiency wise. Because although they cost 80 food, they used to cost 75. They get built by your explorer very, very quickly, right? So the explorer can be anywhere on the map. You don't need the barracks for them. They cost 80 food. They come in like 10 seconds. You can mass produce 5 of them. And look at their stats. 124 HP and 18 hand stack. They have no like negative, positive multiplier other than Vils. Like they have no, like you can't, there isn't a unit in the game that counters them. You know, there's a very few units that counter pets. And that's exactly what they are. Sea stealth, pet. They see stealth. Brilliant. Pet. You know, there's very little that counters them very hard. So, yeah, regarded as one of the best. Honestly, one of the best in the game. Obviously, when you get into late game, they're not going to be particularly good. But in the early game, they're super efficient. And they're basically mini Hussars. So Osteo now going lots of wow, it was a second dock. I was just about to say lots of docks, but lots of boats. Yeah. So look how ballsy this dock is. It's right in under Robot's nose, and Robot's not going to see it. And it's always the last place you expect the dock is right in Robot's face. And it's so cheeky. And obviously it's going to give Osteo lots of line of sight in case Robot decides to build a dock of his own. So really taking all of that map control on the water, all of that water map control by having this dock here. Absolutely insane play by Osteo right now. Robot did age up though with the caravel and the 300 wood option. So interesting. Did Robot see any water? He doesn't see any water though. But I guess he aged up with that because he saw Osteo's deck. Yeah. I mean, if you see that deck right, like he's got fish market, he's got rendering plant schooners, you're going to expect the water. So yeah, deciding to... That's really smart play by Robot. But he doesn't have anything to follow it up. That's the problem. He doesn't have a frigate to follow it up or 3 caravels in age 3 to follow it up. It could be a huge problem. Okay. Robot decided to go for another TP here. Looks like he wants stagecoach. Maybe going to play this out a little bit slowly. Just some cav hussars running around for Osteo. Does he actually have any cav? He does. 3 cav. Oh, wow. And that's going to deny that second trading post going up. So really nice catch there by Osteo. He's also going for torps in this side of the map. And this is classic Osteo, just making it really frustrating for the opposing player to kind of maneuver around the map. So he's going to have to spend a lot of resources going all the way up here to siege all of this. Whilst at the same time, he's just booming on the water for free, essentially. This one caravel. Oh, and poor Nina. She is going to get destroyed by Mars and Drottningham. Wow, look at that. Going down very quickly there. Stagecoach has come in. And although Osteo... Oh, wow. Picking up... Oh, okay. Very nice pop of 5 Rodoleras coming in there. I am just going to quickly turn up the noise because it looks like it's a little bit quiet. Do sound volume, but just by 10% each. Okay, that's all of a sudden a lot louder in my ear, but hopefully that's okay for you guys. So Rodoleras now. Lots of torps going down. Still there's a couple of yaks and cows to eat. Yeah, this is a crazy build by Osteo. And what you want to do as Spain in this matchup, you just kind of want to be in front of his face. And you want to have those 2 cannons because Sweden, I still feel like they're a good civilization. They're considered by a lot of people to be not that great anymore because they've been nerfed too hard. But they're not really a fast fortress civ, so they can't get that 2 falconets out early. So the only realistic way of dealing with 2 falconets is by massing lots of leather cannons. And that's a huge resource value, you know, at sort of the same sort of time that Spain can get those 2 falconets. So, by buying himself so much time here, I always say time is the hidden resource. And Osteo is the master at that resource, time. Giving himself time. Allowing himself to go eco-heavy. He's building walls now. Frustrating his opponent. And yeah, giving Torps time to boom. Look at this water. Look how much... Holy crap. He's on 30 boats. Robot needs to find his timing, and he needs to find it quickly. He's aging up with the Exiled Prince as well, starting to make some carry-ins. Long lines coming in now. This boom from Sweden is going to be absolutely insane. The second trading post does go up. But what is Robot doing? What is Robot doing? Where's his timing here? He does have an artillery foundry. 2 falconets coming in. He has shipped 1k wood. He did go a bit of a greedy build with Spanish gold, but that could be a mistake, honestly. 2 falconets coming in. So because he's gone for Spanish gold, because he went for this capitalism build as well, he's going to have a decent eco. So maybe this is his timing. And, you know, if Osteo doesn't get any culverins out, he could be in some trouble. I'm just worried about this boat boom. It's absolutely insane. And this map has 3 whales, which is just going to be, you know, it's 12 villagers worth just constantly on gold. And that is when all of the fish dries up. And there's a lot of fish on here as well. Veterancy Rodolero. Deciding to go for Rodolero comp as opposed to Musketeer. Do I like that option? I mean, yeah, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. I mean, he's going to be going up against Carolians. Yeah, and Carolians, particularly H2 Carolians, I think that would be a good shout because being in melee mode is effective versus them. They're going to be able to kite and micro. So yeah, maybe I would have preferred veteran Musketeers here. Because veteran Musketeers would trade well with veteran Carolians. Robot going in for the charge now. Just going like he likes to do best. Just going straight in for that TC. Applying instant pressure. Boom, and there's a big shot of falconets. Not sure why we can't hear the falconet. Sounds like we've got the sound bug. But he's going to take that TC down super quickly. And Osteo putting up absolutely zero fight there to protect. Minutemen just about popping out there. Interesting. So scores neck and neck as well. Finally hearing those falconet shots. Torp going to go down. A lot of this infrastructure going down. So Robot going to be happy with that. But look, Osteo just doing Osteo things. Just the little mass of units he has. He's just going to send back to Robot's base. An artillery foundry is up for Sweden. But he's not massive everything. And look at the resources. We haven't looked at him for a few minutes. And oh my god. Is he trying to go Imperial here? Shipping a frigate. Not deciding not to make any artillery units. He's on 4k food at 13 minutes in the game. He's deciding to take this TP down. Looks like he's going to get it just as the pass comes around. And yeah, I mean, shipping these villagers in the caravel all the way to the mid side of the map there, just keeping them safe. Taking down the outpost, let's take down this dock, I think, as well. Frigate coming in. Where's the frigate coming in? Oh, he's going to try and get a sneaky snipe. I think he is. Is he going to be able to get one? This is the reason why frigates are so good as well. Bang, look at that. Uses the big button. Uses that crack shot attack. The broadside attack. And just sniping one frigate. That's 500 resources. You know, one falconet is 500 resources. It has area of effect damage as well, so it looks like it might have impacted some of the other falconets as well. Taking some torps down. So, yeah, this is good by Robot. He's housing him really heavy right now. Look, 5k food. 5.5k food. Needs a TC urgently, and he is building one. I imagine he's going to try and go for the H. At this rate, it looks like he's going to try and go for the Imperial H. But very little units. 59 Vils, and honestly, the majority of them, yeah, he's got more boats than villagers. More boats than Vils. Just putting torps down wherever he can. in front of trees, getting a very small trickle of wood there. But he's 2k score in front. Even though he's losing all of this stuff, all of this infrastructure, he's still 2k scored down. Wow, and then... Oh my lord, another... That's now 1,000 resources gone down. Really nice micro. This frigate, as soon as it got its broadside attack back, just instantly uses it straight away. So really nice play there by Sweden. Wow, taking down 2 falconets is so unfortunate. That could be this game-changing. Honestly, it could be game-changing. It's the difference between taking a TC down, between winning big battles, between winning the artillery wars, which is particularly important. So, wow, yeah, really, really nice play there by Sweden. Ferrying these villagers around as well. Lancers down at the top here. Looks like they were trying to clear up this mass of Karelians that was roaming around. Is Robot going to see this? He sees some walls. He's going the right way. He does. He knows he's here. He can smell it. Just by process of elimination, he knows he must be around here somewhere. Oh, and 2 falconets popping, but that's going to be unfortunate for Sweden. He does manage to take down 1 falconet. That's the 3rd falconet down now. And the sec, but 2 losing, so only able to take down 1. But all things considered, that wasn't a bad trade with those 2 falconets getting popped. But it feels like a waste. Feels like a bit of a waste of a trade right there. And Sweden does manage to get into age 4. And he's not... Look at the resources. Oh my god. He's flexing so hard right now. He's even shipping. He's even shipping a factory. The absolute balls on this man. TC does go down. And that's unfortunate because if he was 20 seconds earlier, he would have been able to stop that age up coming in. So Robot is a little bit late there, unfortunately. But again, he's going to be taking down all of this infrastructure. And look, can't get enough torps up. He's going to get housed again. Artillery foundry going down.
Hello.
Lancers on the prowl. Trying to find some villagers. Finding anything they can. Sieging this T-post now by the looks of it. Yeah. Osteo picking up this TP. Wow, just being so cheeky. And all the fish, almost all of the fish is gone now. Got about 600 food left. But like I said, you know, there's 3 whales on this map. No, 4 whales. So that's 16 boats that's able to survive the entire game. It's infinite source of gold right there. So have a look, see if I can say it. Infinite source of gold. It's going to be getting it at 0.85 because he's got lots of the upgrades. He's got rendering plant and he's got fish market. So they're going to be gathering gold at a really nice rate. And it's going to go unchallenged. That, you know, there's no walking about, any wasted villager seconds, just constantly on it. It's a really nice play there. Just eco absolutely insane. But the score, Robot keeping it tight. Now Pikeman. Pikeman is the age up here. That's what he's going to make, Pikeman. Take a look at Robot. He's only on 28 villages. How's he only on 28 villages? He hasn't shipped 5 vills. He hasn't shipped Marvelous Year. Definitely a couple of really strong eco options that he has open to him. Still feeling like Marvelous Year would be a really good option. Maybe could even take into a couple of TCs as well. He still has a decent mass here, but look at the amount of artillery. 3 falconets and 7 culverins. 7 culverins. Robot getting a couple of upgrades as well for them. Yeah, look at that. Getting the line of sight upgrades. Gunner's quadrant. Oh, wow. And Dalkarl Pikeman. Wow, what are they? I've never seen these before. And they've got new skins as well. Wow. Not every day you see that, those pikemen. And look at 51 siege damage, 12 hand attack with free range. They're going to destroy these lancers. Free range. 5 multiplier to do 60 damage to these lancers. Wow. Wow, wee wow. Look how cool these pikeman units are. Dalkarl Pikeman. Wow. And was that one of the age ups, maybe? I'm not sure what he aged up with, but maybe it was there's a pike upgrade for Sweden. Someone this will be going on YouTube. YouTube comments, go away and let me know if that's one of the age options. I do think they have the age up option for like cheaper pikemen or to have the extra upgrade. And look at this. They cost 25 wood. Did you see that? 25 food and 25 wood. That's got to be the age up option. Going into the industrial age. 25 food and 25 wood. How is that a thing? That's got to be way too OP, surely. There isn't a card for that. Oh my goodness me. 25 food and 25 wood. I've got to look after the game, and that's got to be the age up option to industrial age. And that is just insane. They have free ranged attack. Oh god, a melee ranged attack. 192 HP. You know, they'll go toe to toe. They'll do pretty well versus veteran Rodoleros. When you take into consideration the amount that they cost, cost efficiency wise, they are better than Rods right now. Wow, that's so insane. He's almost going to have enough to go for the Imperial Age as well. Only needs 2k more gold. Just raiding around the map now as well. 40 Veals. Obviously had to destroy a few boats there. But maybe this is what Robot needed. Wait till all of those boats. Wait till he eats all of that fish in the sea. 28 Veals for Robot. He's still behind. He's in the age lower as well. Damn, wow. Almost 10k score. Is it really over that soon? Huge pop of 5 culverins, though. Going for a couple of towers here. Looks like he's trying to kind of creep up on the water here. But look at this. These pikemen have 51 siege attack. Just running around the map everywhere. What's the speed on these guys? 5 speed as well. I honestly, guys, I can't get over 25 wood and 25 food. That is just insane. Just insane. Another factory wagon stuck here. Got a few prospector wagons as well. Yeah, he's going to be putting them, garrisoning them in his frigate. He's going to be shipping them out somewhere. 5 villagers coming in. Although that's good for eco, you know, it's an age 2 card. Looks like he has shipped Marvelous Year as well. Is it going to be enough, though? Poor Robot just having to split his army everywhere. Lots of walls on the map. Still no TC, though, from Sweden. Prospector mines going down, so he's got the option here of either putting villagers on this gold or putting torps down. I imagine he'll want to put some torps down. Factory wagon going out a bit further than I would like that to, actually. Quite a ballsy factory wagon there. I'm not sure where the other one is. Oh, wow. Really, really sticking out like a sore thumb here. But it is close to the shoreline, so maybe Sweden can protect it with boats. Still just pikemen running around everywhere. Chopping wood, chopping wood. If we just take a look at these. Oh, look at these sexy babes. Sorry, guys. Just getting a little bit distracted by... Oh, God. She's putting her back in it. Literally. Interesting. Shipping House of Trastamara. Not something you see in age 3 every day. So the more cards he shipped in a certain age, in the age he's currently in, the faster and the cheaper the age up is going to be. And he's shipped a lot of cards in age 3. If you take a look, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Heavy cannon coming out here. He's going to be able to micro that with Culverin. Yeah, that goes down very nice. Let's have a look at the age up now. Because it's a recording, we're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. But I would like to know how much cheaper that's going to make the age up. Wow, look at this huge mass. Mass of 28 of these Dalkarl Pikeman. It's just constantly keeping him busy. Look, he's even splitting the mass now. Just running around the map. Raiding. Sieging. Just making it so frustrating. And Robot being very much a drag box microer here. He's having to double click everything to move them. Yeah, it's just getting very frustrating for Robot. And like I said near the beginning, you know, when he got into that age 3, he needed that strong timing of those 2 Falconets. And I think maybe he bought too much time for his opponent. Robot obviously still... Look how quickly a villager is getting built here. And that's thanks to Marvelous Year. That still is in play here. And it's like... I think it's like 30 to 40% quicker that a villager gets built. So his eco's doing really well right now. 45 vils. Did ship that 5 villager. Obviously, Marvelous Year is in play right now. And that impacts all villagers and how quickly they get built. So, yeah, he's got a pretty decent eco in there. But how does he beat this? Look, just constantly being busy. And although his eco is doing well, these guys cost 50 resources. Oh, now only 40 wood and 40 food. I'm not sure. Why are they now... Why do they now cost that much? Oh, no. Okay, it's because I was on robots look there. So, yeah, 25 food and 25 wood they do cost. I have to say, I definitely much prefer when the live cast is going on right now. Like, this cast was on... This game happened today. But it wasn't live casted, unfortunately, as I'm not streaming. And a couple of the UI bits and bobs are a bit different. And definitely prefer the live casting. You can see a lot more information. Yeah, look at the resources, though, from Sweden. I mean, Robot's closed the gap. He's closed the score gap. Colvin Royale. He is into the industrial age now. Not sure how quickly that happened. And unfortunately, we couldn't see how much extra... And another the reason why we blinked and he was already in the industrial age. And like I said, this card does age up quicker. So maybe that took into consideration how many cards he got sent the faster he got into the age. So yeah, really nice play. Really nice card there, actually. Having that in there is definitely well. I definitely think I might change my mind on that card. Might be worth definitely me having it, considering it's an age 2 card as well. It doesn't take up any age 3 space to use it. Okay, some nice Colvin micro on those heavy cannons, but does take down that frigate. That could be huge. And the Rodaleras are going to be free to just attack all of this artillery here. It's a really nice micro there. Wow, look at this. And now perfect timing. The field gun's coming in. He has upgraded his Falconets. And the Rodalera is going to... Oh, but he does have a Caravel. And I think, yeah, they're going to pop into the Caravel. So again, nice play by Sweden. Oh, and there's 2 heavy cannons just in the middle of the map over here. Heavy cannons and pikemen just raiding villagers. Just not the most efficient raiding, but they will smack them hard there. Look. And yeah, just being really, really infuriating for Robot there. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, a quadruple kill against Culverins. Oh, my lord. I don't think I've ever seen that. All going down, and they were all kind of bunched together. And that's the downside between them popping out of a Caravel. They weren't really able to move into formation effectively. And yeah, wow. That frigate almost going down as well. Looks like that factory is going down. Maybe he's back in the game. He does still have 1 factory remaining, though. That factory going down. 2 heavy cannons raiding this outpost here. He's trying to get these... dogs to go destroy these heavy cannons. And like I said at the beginning of the game, these guys shadow tech really well. Boom, a double on those villagers. That is savage. And look at these dogs. 28 hand attack. Just tanking a volley there at just face blank with 234 HP. And I don't actually think the heavy cannons have a multiplier versus these dogs. So they are the perfect anti-heavy cannon unit there. Really, really nice play there by the dogs. Escalating coming in. So they are going to be the industrial Rodalera tech. So very, very nice. What's the score looking like? Again, Robot keeping it really clutch. Just only 3k score in it. 46 vils. Still only on 1 TC though. And Sweden just being super annoying. Look, just attacking anything he can. Just buying so much time. And it takes so much effort. It ruins so much tempo for Robot to have to move all the way onto the north side of the map. And look, it just opens him up to just so much raiding going on here. These guys, 5 speed, 192 HP, 51 siege. And at this stage of the game, it's funny because when you get to the later stages of the game, the more, like, cavalry are always the most effective raiding units, right? Especially in the beginning of the game. But when you get to late game, pikemen are the most effective because at that stage of the game, you want lots of siege. You want to destroy infrastructure. You want to destroy factories. You want to destroy, mills and TCs and whatever you can. So, this stage of the game, these units very effective at raiding and just destroying the eco of the opponent. Not to mention that they cost 25 food and 25 wood. I can't get over that. Just insane. Bastion walls are coming in now, so just Osteo. Like I said, it's the ultimate defense player versus the ultimate offensive player. Starting to look really bad for Robot now, even though the scores are really tight. Don't know, 50 Vils and Sweden on 60. He's on 2 TCs now as well. Just going to be booming away on 1 factory. Robot hasn't shipped either of his factories right now. Does have the option of going for the revolt, but I'm not sure what the revolt would do for him now. Oh, and look at this. Just again behind walls and gates. Just sending this really cost-efficient army. Wow, the robot does have a lot of falconets there. 10 falconets. They are field guns as well. Has 6 Culverin Royales as well against the 5 Culverin Royales. Wow, takes down 2 for 1. No, 2 for 2. Got the sound bug, unfortunately. But nice micro there by Robot. Does win that little battle there. But it's just so effective. It's just so easy for Sweden to get this back. He's just got constant 20 fishing boats. Okay, he doesn't have quite 20. Should have 16. Sorry, it's only 4, isn't it? Yeah, so it just constantly has 16 boats on gold. So it's just very easy for him to make artillery here. Look at the scores, though. Neck and neck. Maybe Robert's back in this game. Wow, still has access to this gold mine over here as well. Barely been touched. One in the middle here as well. Maybe Robert's still in this game. Wow, it's going for over 30 minutes. That's a scary mass of units. This factory is on heavy cannons. Wow, Engelsberg Ironworks coming down now. This is an Age 2 card, something you usually see in like a sort of the 7 or 8 minute timing here. And he's using it at 32 minutes. Usually there's no more gold mines on the map. But deciding to send that over something like Speed Lifeguard or even Snaplock and Platoon Fire or Blackberries. Wow, that is an interesting card to send at this stage. Just because, maybe because he's seen the gold mines and feels comfortable enough just to get that extra bit of gold. It's just so greedy at this stage of the game. And scores now neck and neck. Robot actually in front slightly there for a second. Robot not out of this game just yet, and he just needs one good push. If he can take this factory down, all of these torps, maybe he's still in the game. He needs to wipe everything on the land, though. And again, like I said, the problem of not having any water cards. You can't take on this water. Robot on 56 Vils. Sweden on 68. And we truly have no sound right now of the game going on. So you guys watching this back on YouTube only have my voice to hear. I do only apologize. So one of the problems of doing this from a recording. Yeah, now managing to make some Karelians, but they're only guard. Wow, just raiding with some more pikemen as well. And it's just so frustrating. Robot. Oh, and there he's called it. Just, even though he didn't take one big fight. Even though the scores are really close. I think Bastion walls are up. I mean, he only has Rodaleros. He does have some nice massive field guns, but that mass of pikemen, I think the efficiency of these pikemen, how cheap they are, how good they are at just destroying buildings, I think it was just too much for Robot to take, and I think he called it there. Look at the resources. Robot kept it tight considering. But 179 of them. He just massed them so quickly. And wow, just insane game there. And look at that. At just before 10 minutes, he had 55 villagers compared to 22 for Robot. And that was the game changer. Robot did have the better eco really there for a little while, but the amount of resources that all of those boats gathered just carried him throughout the game. And it was just too much for him to handle. Robot gaining 20 treasures that game. Sweden getting 0. Wow, what a game. And there you go. There's the power of Sweden aging up with that cheap pikeman tech. Absolutely insane. And the ability to go water. Like I said, any civ can go water. And I think what cost Robot the game there, unfortunately, was just having no cards in his deck. No frigate, no 3 caravels, even no 2 caravels or no water cards in Age 4. And I think that just cost him. He had no defense in the water. And as soon as he aged up with that caravel and saw that he was going water, bang, should have instantly shipped that frigate. And if he needed to, 3 caravels. Maybe the 2 falconets as well. Take down this dock instantly. But unfortunately, he just gave Sweden too much time to boom on the water. And I think that's what cost him. But great game. There you have it. Ultimate defense versus ultimate attack. Looks like this time around, ultimate defense won. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one. I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.